I've learned that I know nothing at all. So the way I wanted to study Mrs. C was doing the logic games first, study the logic games first, then the logical reasoning, well, the analytical reasoning first, then the logical reasoning, then the reading comprehension. Because the logic reasoning seems the hardest part to me. The logic game seems to be the easiest, and the reading comprehension, as long as I can comprehend, that shouldn't take too long.
Sure. And that's actually something along the lines of what I suggest in my study plans. Games, reasoning, reading comp, going from easy to hard within each question type to build your foundation first.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, what would be most useful for you today? How could I help?
I guess I need to start I want to know because I'm not taking the test till June. June 2020 is when I'm going to take the test. So I guess I have about 5 months, and I want to be consistent with my studying. So what I was going to do was take a test every Monday at the same hour between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., take a test to see where I'm standing, but just work on one section. So I'm just going to work on the logic games until I get that for like 30 days. And once I get that, I move to the next section, but I'm going to take a test every Monday just to get a feel for the test and not to be nervous anymore as I keep taking it. The practice test online.
Yeah, that sounds perfectly reasonable to me. My only additional suggestion would be that while you're focusing on one section type, like games, for example, you still also do a little bit of logical reasoning and reading comprehension just to stay fresh on those, and also to change it up every now and then, because 30 days on one section, you might get tired of it after a little while, but you don't want to drop your studying altogether. Just switch what you're doing so that you're still making progress in some area.
Okay.
And also make sure that you're thoroughly reviewing everything you get wrong and everything you have difficulty with. Because one exam a week, that could give you a lot of material to review. I mean, you're saying 30 days focused on games, but also 4 exams, assuming 4 weeks in a month. Those 4 exams could give you each maybe 50 questions to review, depending on how you score. I mean, if you're scoring low, then you've got more questions to work on.
Okay, so you're saying each question I get wrong, well, basically all 100 questions, review each one, why I got it wrong, and then they have these videos, watch the videos on how to get it right.
Yeah, but not just watch the videos. I mean, when I say review, I mean you personally review your own thought process. Explanation videos can be useful, but you also don't want to use them as a crutch. You've got to figure out for yourself why exactly you got it wrong and where your misunderstanding stemmed from, so that you won't make the same mistake the next time around. So when you're watching an explanation, you're just seeing someone else's quote unquote perfect way of going about it. But there's more than one way to solve these questions, and you've got to figure out your own internal thought process.
Okay. And I'm going to start watching your YouTube videos.
Awesome. Great. That's why I'm putting them out there.
Okay. And they go into detail. I just go research that. And that's free?
Yeah, so the YouTube videos are free. The podcasts are free. There's the Facebook group, the Instagram. I'm posting lots of videos and other instruction material through all of those channels.
Okay. Well, thank you. And I guess if you have any advice for me for studying up until the June test, I'll take it. But most of your videos go into detail on what we should and shouldn't do.
Yeah, they do. But my general advice for you would be, over this long period of time, 5-6 months, don't try to cram it. Don't try to do too much, because you run the risk of burnout. I get the sense that you're very committed. You're doing 1 exam a week plus lots of focused studying. It's important to take breaks every now and then. And also, don't be too discouraged by early diagnostics that are low, because they're simply telling you what you already know, which is that you haven't thoroughly mastered this exam yet, but trust that it will come in time, especially if you are relentless in reviewing everything you have trouble with, because this exam repeats itself. It's really a test of pattern recognition. And so if you don't thoroughly understand why you made a mistake, then you will inevitably make that same mistake again on a future exam question that's simply a different iteration of what you had trouble with previously. So don't just forge ahead. Stick with what you're having trouble with till you get it.
Understood. I'm going to do that. So review the exam, go through the mistakes, and then go from there consistently. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Okay.
What other questions do you have for me? Anything else?
No. Are you like a LSAT tutor? Or you just like over all these programs?
So I offer a variety of programs. I do a bit of one-on-one coaching, but I also have LSAT courses that include live online classes and Q&As, as well as group coaching sessions.
With that. And that's for a price, right?
That's a premium service. There's a charge for that. I've got different tiers depending on what you're looking for. There's group coaching, there's live online master classes, there's Q&As, there's on-demand video lessons as well. So I try to offer something in a variety of price points with different offerings for each level.
All right, Steve, I'm going to sign up then. And
awesome, fantastic.
I'm going to go to the YouTube, I'm going to look for your site, and I'm going to sign up for the class.
Great, awesome. Well, I'm really excited to have you in the course.
I would like to get some private tutoring and pay for that as well, probably 3 months prior, to make sure that I understand everything correctly.
Great. Yeah, well, when you're ready for that, reach out and we can discuss that too.
Thank you.
Of course. Awesome. What would you say is the biggest insight you got from our call today?
The biggest insight was to go through the test when every answer I get wrong, to thoroughly look through the wrong answers and figure out why I got it wrong, not based off of what the person, the explanation, what they give me, but to know within myself, how did I get it wrong? And the key thing that stood out that you said is patterns, that there are patterns. And if I don't understand the pattern, it's going to be the same result of getting it wrong on the next test because I don't understand it for myself.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm really glad we connected. Please keep in touch, and I'm looking forward to having you in the course.
Thank you. All right. Well, you have a wonderful time, and I appreciate all that you do for us.
Of course. Thanks for joining. I'll talk soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.